So, in this video, we will go over all of Takau's, or Tyson's, as we all know him, Dragoon Beys. Well, so far. Also, all my pics that not from the anime or manga are from Plastic TV or some other source. Since Plastic TV is always a showaway, with the others I don't really know, I will just link the site down below. Also, just to say it, I don't have any Dragoon Bey, so I have no way to take my own pics. And let me tell you, this is the most in-depth Beyblade video I ever scripted. And I made the video because some Beys are either never mentioned to be part of his arsenal, or there are not enough details. So let's begin with his first Beyblade. Ultimate Dragoon. The parts it uses is Cross Dragon, white, and a flat base. From what I could gather, the Bey was competitive-wise okay before Beys like Grip Attacker. So in the old days. The reason why is because of Frosted Rancers. That blade is very good. It was first seen in the game Next Generation by Go Battle Beyblade as Takau's Ultimate Bey. In the manga, his brother gave it to him in Volume 1, Chapter 0.5. It got destroyed by a Frosted Rancer in Volume 1, Chapter 3. Replaced by the Bey his brother made in Hit, which he then upgraded to Grip Attacker. In the anime, it first appears in Beyblade G Revolution episode 14 in 1331, and the last was in Beyblade G Revolution episode 14. The minute time. In the anime, it was likely just replaced with Grip Attacker. His second Bey was Dragoon Grip Attacker. It uses the parts Dragoon Head, white, and Grip Base. From what I could gather, the Bey was competitive, seen as decent. In the manga, first seen in Volume 1, Chapter 4, in the manga it got damaged by Driger S and exploded because of Tyson's powerful launch. It got replaced by Dragoon S. In the anime, it first appears in Bakuten Shoot Beyblade episode 1, 440, and the last was in Bakuten Shoot Beyblade episode 2, 240. In the anime, it was damaged by Kai and replaced with Dragoon S. The bird Bey was Dragoon S. It uses the parts Reverse Dragon, 8 white, left spin gear shells, regular SG core part, and the Storm Grip Base. What I could gather, the Bey was competitive, seen as pretty good. The manga it was first seen in Volume 3, Chapter 1. It got destroyed in Volume 4, Chapter 2 by Robot. Also the same chapter, we see Dragoon F for the first time. In the anime, it first appears in Bakuten Shoot Beyblade episode 2, 726, and the last was in Bakuten Shoot Beyblade episode 20, 7037. In the anime, it was replaced by Dragoon F. His fourth Bey was Dragoon F. It uses the parts Dual Dragon, 8 white, left spin gear shells, regular SG core part, and Phantom Grip Base. What I could gather, the Bey was competitive-wise seen as okay. The manga first seen in Volume 4, Chapter 2, it evolves into Dragoon V in Volume 6, Chapter 1 in the fight against Tala. In the anime, it first appears in Bakuten Shoot Beyblade episode 23, 645, and the last was in Bakuten Shoot Beyblade episode 51. In the anime, it was replaced by Dragoon V. Its fifth Bey was Kid Dragoon. It uses parts Upper Dragon, 8 white, right spin gear shell, regular SG core part, SG and the SG flat base. And what I could get on the Bey was competitive seen as decent. It was only used in Bakuten Beyblade Gekito Saikyo Blader, which is a game, I think the second game that released. And with that, which we have a total of 5 Beys for the first season. And now let's get to the next row. His 6th Bey was Dragoon V. It uses the parts 8 attacker, 10 white, Neo left spin gear shells, metalweight core, magnet flat base, and the magnet flat base tip. Very likely used the non-magnet version in the anime before they found out about the magnet system. From what I could gather, the Bey was competitive-wise seen as decent. It got damaged in Volume 8, Chapter 1 by Cyber Dragoon and was repaired into Dragoon V2 in Volume 8, Chapter 2. In the anime, it first appears in Beyblade 2002, Episode 1, 645. The last was in Beyblade 2002, Episode 28, 1732. In the anime, it was damaged by Cyber Dragoon and was replaced by Master Dragoon. His 7th Bey was a Prototype Dragoon, which I would call Prototype Dragoon G for Gyro. It is not known how the parts are called and if the gyro gear is actually called like that in Japan. At least I don't know, but sadly I can't find the sub, so here's how I call them. 8 blades, heavy spikes, the gyro engine gear, which I don't have a pic of right now, but I hope I will show one. The engine stop gear, let's call it the Dragoon version, and a possible CEV metal grip. Only seen in the anime in Beyblade 2002 episode 20 and the last was in the same episode. In the anime it was replaced with Dragoon V since it was seen as illegal. And basically he just told himself, yeah, no, we don't do that. His 8th Bey was Master Dragoon. It uses the parts Upper Dragon, 8 heavy, right spin gear shells, regular SG core part, and SG flat base. From what I could gather, the Bey was competitive but seen as really good. In the anime, it first appears in Beyblade 2002 episode 28, and the last was in the same episode. In the anime, it was replaced by Dragoon V2. His 9th Bey was Dragoon V2. It uses the parts Spike Dragon, Magnet Weight Disc, Neo Left Spin Gear Shells, Normal Core, Reverse Attacker, Customized Grip Base, and Customized Grip Base Tip. From what I could gather, the Bey was competitive seen as a must-have. First seen in Volume 8, Chapter 2, evolves into Dragoon G in Volume 9, Chapter 3 in the fight against Leon. In the anime, it first appears in Beyblade 2002 episode 30, 1045, and the last was in Beyblade 2002 episode 51. In the anime, it was replaced by Dragoon G. His 10th Bey was Dragoon V2 Fireblood version. It uses the same parts but recolored. It only appeared in the movie as an evolution of Dragoon V2, which now gives us, for Beyblade 2002, 5 Beys. His 11th Bey was Dragoon G. It uses the part 8 spiker, 10 white, left engine gear, metal semi-flat, first clutch base Dragoon G version. And from what I could gather, the Bey was competitive-wise seen as good. It was destroyed by Thala in Volume 11, Chapter 1, and replaced by Dragoon GT, the same chapter. In the anime, it first appears in Beyblade G Revolution Episode 1/124, and the last was in Beyblade G Revolution Episode 25, 20, 53, or Episode 26, 10th, 46. It was really cut in Episode 26, so I'm not exactly sure. Could be a dub thing. In the anime, it was damaged by Max and got replaced with Dragoon GT. His 12th Bey was Dragoon GT. It uses the part G upper, 10 white, left engine gear turbo, first clutch base Dragoon GT version, and metal grip base. It's not a base, it's just metal grip. From what I could gather, the Bey was competitive-wise seen as good. It was first seen in Volume 11, Chapter 1. It was damaged by Ken Daiba in Volume 12, Chapter 1, and then replaced by Dragoon MS. In the anime, it first appears in Beyblade G Revolution Episode 27, 17, 45, and the last was in Beyblade G Revolution Episode 38, 310. In the anime, it was damaged in the fight against Ray. His 13th Bey was Dragoon MS. It uses the parts Metal Attacker, Circle White, and Grip Flat Core. From what I could gather, the Bey was competitive-wise seen as decent. It was first seen in Volume 12, Chapter 2, damaged in Volume 13, Chapter 1, and replaced with Dragoon MS Ultimate version. I forgot to write down who damaged it, but I think it got damaged by a fight against Thala. But I'm not sure. You can look it up. So yeah. In the anime, it first appears in Beyblade G Revolution Episode 30, 39, 19, 10, but got teased in Episode 38. And the last was in Beyblade G Revolution Episode 52, 11, 13. In the anime, it evolves into Ultimate version. His 14th Bey was Dragoon MS Ultimate version. It uses the parts Ultimate Attacker, Circle White, and Grip Flat Core Ultimate version. Ultimate mode, not version. It is a version, so it's incorrect. From what I could gather, the Bey was competitive-wise seen as pretty good. First seen in Volume 13, Chapter 2, and last seen in Volume 14, Chapter 3.5. It was replaced with Dragoon MF in Volume 14, Chapter 3, but it came later on back. In the anime, it first appears in Beyblade G Revolution Episode 52, 11, 17. It was the last Bey used by Tyson in the anime. His 15th Bey was Dragoon MF. Only seen in one page of Volume 14, Chapter 3. Afterwards, it got replaced with MS Ultimate. Again. We don't know why, and like It's hard to see, but you can kind of make it out. But it uses the parts Upper Dragon, CVD Chain Attacker, and Metalweight Grip Core. What I could gather, the Bey was computer-wise seen as decent. Afterwards, we get into the first generation. I have to note that I wasn't able to find out as much as I did with the plastic era Beys, so I will just tell you what I know. Also, the first two are competitive-wise seen as bad. His 16th Bey was Dragoon's Stormwing Extreme. Parts used are Dragoon Storm, Wing, and Extreme. First seen in Resurrection Bey Battle from the Beyblade Rising manga. His 17th Bey was Dragoon Phantom Gravity Variable. The parts used are Dragoon Phantom, Gravity, and Variable. And this now is where the Beys get competitive-wise better if you don't use them against juicy Beys. His 18th Bey was Dragoon Victory Sting Evolution. The parts used are Dragoon Victory, Sting, and Evolution. It first appeared in Bakugan Shoot Beyblade Rising Chapter 13, and that's pretty much all we will find out. His 19th Bey was Dragoon V2. Wheel Exceed. Parts used are Dragoon V2, Wheel, and Exceed 2. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is all of Tyson's Beys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as you notice, I read too much Beys, so I will only say Bey now. The Bey is now burned into my brain. Seriously, Beyblade is pretty much burned into my brain. If I want to write anything with B or something like that, I would just think about Beyblade. Instead of like Dragon Ball, I will just write Beyblade. I really don't know how that happened, but it happened. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao! His 8th Bey was Master Dragoon. The parts used are Upper Dragon, 8 white, Oh Jesus, couldn't make the mistake. His 8th Bey was Master Dragoon. It uses the parts Upper Dragon, 8 heavy, spin gear right spin gear shells, which is not really, oh my god, fuck off. Again. His 8th Bey was Master Dragoon. It was made out of Upper Dragon, 8 white. Oh Jesus fucking Christ. This is not 8 white. Again. His 8th Bey was Master Dragoon. It was made. It was his 8th Bey was Master Dragoon.